All right, it starts.
Awesome. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Tan. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
and now? Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Sounds good. So we are on air, and hopefully people are going to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Okay. So shall we start?
Yeah, okay. Let's start now.
Okay, guys. So my name is Nam. I did SEO the summer of 2013, and I was interning for Horizon Capital at the time. Since then, I have graduated from college and started working in the commodity space, in finance and research. Um, so today, I'm just gonna, have a few things that I want to share with you guys on how to interview candidates, and what my lessons are going through all the interview process, being on both sides of the table, being interviewed by other people as well as being the interviewer myself, asking the candidates lots of questions to find out who they are. So I don't think I have a lot to say. So it's going to be short and sweet, and then after that we can open the floor for questions. I believe that you guys should be able to ask questions by posting your thoughts and whatever that you have in mind on the comment section on the YouTube. So we're gonna try to watch that and see and try to answer whatever kind of question that people have. Okay, so first thing, I think the most important thing when you approach an interview is you should be able to have a philosophy into the interview. You should be able to have an approach. And my philosophy when I approach an interview is always, to find the good points of the candidate rather than trying to find the shortcomings where their weaknesses are. So in other words, you want to look at the candidate's strength, and you want to sort of ignore the candidate's weaknesses. The reason for this is when you look at a kid who is 18, 20 years old, who are sophomore or junior in college, there are a lot of weaknesses, there are a lot of shortcomings, there are a lot of things that they haven't done, there are a lot of things that they have yet to achieve and improve themselves upon. So if you look into those minus points, there will be too many. But if you try to look on the positive side and see with all these years in education, in life, what they have been doing, what they have accomplished, and trying to find the good points in it, that I feel is a better approach. So that's one thing. Number one is to be generous and to look at the plus size rather than the minus size. So number two, I would like to advise all the interviewers to keep your ego at the door, and also put yourself into the candidate's shoes to evaluate things fairly, because it's just common psychology that whenever we talk to people, we sort of implicitly compare themselves with ourselves, and that is not fair. That's not a fair comparison, because if you, let's say, you're 4 years older, you're a little bit slightly more experienced, a little bit better, so some kind of questions that they ask, they may not answer adequately, they might not know the full picture, they may not see things as clearly as you do. So it's only natural that you would find those sort of answers for those kind of questions, you know, sort of insufficient, and thereby evaluate the kids a little bit harshly, more harshly than we should be. But if you put your ego at the door and try to think about yourself, say 3 years, 4 years ago, when you were interviewing for the exact same job, when you were at the same stage in life, then you'll see that you know, they may not be all that bad, and there are a lot of good things to say about those answers, for example. So yeah, so that's number two. Put yourselves in their shoes and evaluate things a little bit in order to evaluate things fairly. What else? What else do I have here? So number three, always try to make the interview a useful lesson for the candidate as well. So what I always do when I interview people is, you know, give them feedback at the end of the interview. So let's say if I